A couple of months ago, I discovered the pleasures of growing my own herbs. I found that it was exciting every day going and planting seeds and checking on their progress, obsessively making sure there were no weeds. And one of the things that I grew and that grew best and easiest was basil. And basil is the main ingredient in one of my favorite Italian sauces called pesto. So I thought, in keeping with the growing your own produce theme of the program, I would make some pesto with some basil I've grown. For pesto, you need quite a lot of basil, and here I'm mixing two different kinds. This has a bit of purple in it, slightly different flavor. And I'm going to pop in some basil. You can even, when the stem is young and green, you can even use that. Give me a little more. And into the basil, we're going to put a fair amount of olive oil, a good generous pinch of salt, some pepper, not too much. And I would say about half cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and then some pine nuts. Pine nuts are available at all kinds of places, particularly where Lebanese food is sold. So we're going to chuck in some pine nuts. And then we're just going to mix it up. You need to give it a stir every now and then. And it can be quite olive oily. You want it to be very pungent because this is what is going to go, the only thing that's going to go on your pasta. Let's have a little. And basically, that is pesto. So what I'm going to do is get a nice big bowl and a good handful of cooked spaghetti. This is a very thin spaghetti, and the pesto will coat the spaghetti. So we're literally just going to get our pesto out, plonk it in there. And I do this with my hands, but you can do it with a spoon if you want. Make sure you get the pasta really nicely coated. Now, what I do with that is I get, let's pop it on a nice plate. Get a nice little hill of warm pasta happening there, right in the middle. What I put on that is a little tomato salad. And I'm literally going to use this ladle as my mixing bowl. So I'm going to pop in a bit of olive oil, a bit of balsamic vinegar. Balsamic is the right kind of vinegar to use for this. Pinch of salt, pinch of sugar, and I'll whizzle it around with my finger. And basically just plonk that on top of my tomatoes. Give those tomatoes just a little bit of a stir. And then with dressing and all, I'm going to kind of pop that on the top there. Then I have some toasted pine nuts here. Basically, same old pine nuts, but either fried or toasted in the oven. And then I've got a piece of fresh Parmesan. And just from a height, I'm going to grate some of that onto there. And there you have it, pesto made from herbs grown in my garden. Hopefully this will inspire you to grow your own little herb garden. I'll see you next time.